Hey guys, Kev here, and I wanted to do a maker's spotlight, designer spotlight, whatever you want to call it, and that would be Jacob Lundquist. So Jacob is a friend and an absolutely great dude, a wonderful, wonderful part of this community, and I thought it prudent to give the man a little shout out for his amazing 2023. So that's kind of what I wanted to do here. Go through a few knives that came out this year that he designed and talk about stuff he's also made and just kind of go over that stuff. So the first knife I have here, I believe this actually came out the year before, but he did launch the variant PE1, PE2, and then the PE3, and then there was actually an F-type, and then there was, or that might have been the invert, which was the inverted version of this knife, and a lot of that stuff came out this year. The example I have here to show you is my PE1, I believe, and this one's actually rocking a custom set of left-handed Mars Valley fat carbon scales that Jacob was kind enough to make for me. He made the scales himself on his mill, and this is probably one of the only left-handed sets out there, which is pretty dang cool. So the PE came in all different versions. There was a PE2 with a front flipper. There was a PE3, which is a frame lock. Then there's the invert, which is more budget like this, but has a drop point, and the handle is flipped over. Just imagine this cutout was down here instead, and you held it like this. That's how the invert was. That was probably my favorite model of his until some other things came out. But the variant is kind of what has started Jacob Lundquist design, and I'm very grateful that that exists and that Jacob is around. I would definitely call Jacob a friend, and I really appreciate the man. So the variant is very special. It all started with him making custom versions of that knife, and then he made a production version, and that's kind of how we went from there. And then he released a slip joint version of the knife earlier this year, and this is called the Vanish. So this is the Kvist Bladeworks Vanish. Now, he's since changed his brand to Jacob Lundquist Design. I'm not sure if he's going to be doing knives under his own banner anymore. He kind of has been moving over to licensed designs, which we'll talk about later. So I'm not sure exactly how that's all going to work, but when I say Kvist or Jacob Lundquist Design or Jacob or whatever, I'm talking about him in general. And this was one of my favorite knives of 2023. Honestly, it was a struggle between this one and the Feel Good Jack for my slip joint knife of the year, because in the early half of the year, this was probably my favorite knife to come out. Just in general, my favorite knife. It's such a good little blade to have on you. It's a little slip joint, really comfortable ergonomics. You have that Wharncliffe blade, so it's just very useful for the stuff I do, cardboard, opening packages, stuff like that. And he did a few special edition versions. I'm down to just this one, and this one is a Urban EDC exclusive with the Sagaha pattern milled into it. And just like on this guy, Jacob actually milled these himself. QSP, who did the OEM work on this and this, did not mill these scales. He did that, which is why it looks so damn fabulous instead of just lasered on like the earlier versions. And then he teamed up with Troy to make these custom slips. So Troy made these slips for Urban EDC and Jacob, and this is ghost leather. Whiskey ghost leather with the white wax, and this is probably my favorite combination of slip joint and slip. It's just absolutely perfect. They fit together so well, and I just absolutely love this knife. Definitely one of the best knives of 2023, hands down. So we have the Vanish. And then somewhere around the middle of the year, he teamed up with Kaiser, and this is where you'll see the Jacob Lundquist design logo now. And this is his Veritas design that he licensed to Kaiser. And this was an absolute smash hit. And they're actually re-releasing it now on January 2nd in this black DLC version with lightning ano accents, which normally I hate lightning ano, but it actually works really well on this knife because they're just little accents. They're not like full-blown inlays or anything crazy like you see from Wii. And this knife is just one of the best knives. I mean, it's really hard to deny this knife. It has an excellent pill-shaped hole that you can flick with the thumb or the reverse flick. It has a beautiful top flip or front flipper that you can reach around. Roll back. You can do it traditionally. You probably can reach around. Let me see. Yep, you can reach around on it as well. Left-handed, it actually works pretty well. There's occasions where I bind it up a little bit, but I just need to flick a little bit harder. That's going to depend on the detent on your example. This one's perfect. You have a nice finger choil up there and just super comfortable ergonomics. 3.3-inch blade, probably something like that. Great action on this. Just such a good knife. I really love this knife. I have the clip switched over to Lefty. He designed this beautiful filler tab that fits right into the scale on pattern. And then the screw goes through the clip and into that, which pulls it in, which is just amazing. Keeps it clean on whatever side you have it on there. Dead centered. Just, man, this knife is absolutely wonderful. And it's awesome to see Kaiser pumping out more of these in different configurations. And yeah, really, really cool stuff. Now, Jacob is working on a few other designs with brands as licensed designs. So he has a button lock version of the Vanish called the Banish, and that is releasing with Kaiser. So you're going to see a small button lock. It's this knife, just a button lock. Very cool. I believe it has a front flipper as well. I actually reviewed the prototype. He was kind enough to send it to me, so check that out. And then he has one with QSP. I also was able to check out. I'll try to link those videos along the way here. And I'm really blanking on the name of that one. So I apologize. I don't know the exact name on that one, but it'll be here somewhere along the way. And then randomly, in the fall or something like that, he did a Kickstarter for a product that he was making himself. And this is a multi-tool beard comb. And this right here, along with this showing up today in the new Kaiser releases I got, is the reason I wanted to do this video. Because I ordered this on the Kickstarter to support my friend. I love Jacob. Like I said earlier, he's just an absolutely wonderful human being. And I want nothing but the best for Jacob. And when I saw him doing this, I was like, oh, it's kind of interesting. And he's going to make them himself, I'll order one. I'll just pre-order it to order it. And, I can gift it or give it away or something like that. And I got this one with the Bead Blast Titanium. And it has a bottle opener here, another one here, and then you have a 1/4 inch and a 4mm spot there, a little lanyard spot, and then a little flathead kind of tool right here. And then, obviously, the beard comb. And when I got it, I was like, yeah, it's pretty cool. How well is this going to work as a beard comb? I mean, it's titanium. It's not just, like, super flexible. He did make the tines, I think they're called, thin here and then thicker here. And, I kind of just set it on my organizers here that I have with all my knife tools and stuff. And then I found out that he had slips made by Troy, and I was lucky enough to snag one after the fact. So I got this really cool slip for it. So now I have this awesome little package, right? So she said, I have this titanium beard comb and this beautiful slip from my buddy Troy over at Northwoods Leatherworks. And I was like, you know what? I'll carry it for a day or two just to, you know, say I did it and whatever. And I put it in pocket, and then it lasted about a day in my pocket. And then I put it in my valet tray, the little valet thing I have on my dresser. And that's where it's been living now for about a month. And I shit you not when I tell you I use this every single day. Every single day, I get out of the shower, I go, hang up my towel, put my boxers on, I get on my clothes, and then I grab my Jacob Lundquist design Rykta. This is called the Rykta. I believe it's Rykta or Rykta. Yep. And every day, I get dressed, and then I grab this, and I comb my beard, because now I'm growing out my beard. And I use it every single day. And it is amazing. It works extremely well as a beard comb. It's almost astonishing to me how much I love this thing. So, you know, that goes to show you that sometimes you got to just give things a chance. Because I was ready to just be like, yeah, I supported a friend. Let me throw it in a drawer. You know, but I was like, yeah, I'll carry it. And then, you know, it ended up on my dresser, and now it gets used every single day. Could I buy a comb or something to use for that? Yeah, of course I could. Would it be as cool as using Jacob's Rykta and having Troy slip with it? Nope. So I'm really glad I have this, and it's just an awesome product from an awesome dude. So, he has more coming all the time, so stay tuned to Jacob's Instagram. That's where he posts most of everything. And he has a lot of cool ideas. So if you see something on his Instagram that looks cool to you, leave a comment. He takes a lot of community feedback on his Instagram. He'll post ideas and be like, hey, what do you guys think? And it seems like if people are into it, then he kind of moves forward with it. If he doesn't get much feedback on it, then he knows, like, maybe I should probably not do this one. Because he's got wild ideas. And I love that about him, you know. Plus, you have the combination of making things in-house and OEMing stuff, working with, manufacturers that he's licensing designs to. So he's kind of the full package, you know what I mean? And again, just love the guy. So I wanted to give him a little love here. 2023, I think, was an absolutely great year for Jacob and Jacob Lundquist Design, aka Kvist Blade Works. So let me know what you guys think about Jacob and his work. If you have any of his knives or products, which one is your favorite? It's really hard for me to choose between the Veritas and the Vanish at this point. It would have been an easy Vanish win until today when I got this. This black DLC version, the way Kaiser dialed this specific example in, the one that got sent to me, is just so good. It actually looks amazing with that lightning anno. Can't believe I'm saying that out loud. Yeah, this one's a keeper for me. Usually I get the knives in, then I pass them around, and then I give them away, sell them, do whatever, right? This one's a keeper. This one I'm keeping, and I'm basically, this is going to be my sentimental Jacob Lundquist knife for 2023. So, yeah, I think for me, it's probably the Veritas. After all that, it's probably the Veritas, even though I absolutely love the Vanish. So, close 1-2 right there. And then my most used is going to be the Rykta. Absolutely love this beard comb. So, You could actually order these, I think. He might still have some on his website, Jacob Lundquist Design. I'll link it down below. I do actually have a discount code, Lefty10, should take 10% off your order on his website. So if he has any of this in stock, that code should work. You can check, I believe, White Mountain Knives, Blade HQ, Knife Joy, and some others that carry his knives in terms of the PE, the invert, and those. And then you can check all the usual Kaiser dealers for the Veritas. I think the Vanish is all sold out everywhere. So, you know, there you go on that. But follow him on Instagram. I'll link him down below. I love you, Jacob. I love you guys. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will catch you later.